When someone like Elon Musk, the world's richest man, makes a massive bet on the Tesla Optimus humanoid robot, claiming it will be possible to manufacture millions of units per year and sell them for around $20,000, it's clear that profit is at the heart of this strategy. But do you have any idea how big that potential profit is? According to Musk himself, this project could transform Tesla into a company valued at a staggering $25 trillion. "I think Optimus is a $25 trillion market cap opportunity," he said. To put this in perspective, just remember that Apple's current value is around $2.9 trillion. This means that if Tesla actually achieves this projection with its robot, the company would be worth more than 8 times what Apple is worth today. Even if you're not a fan of Elon Musk or think his predictions are exaggerated, it's hard to deny that his bets often come true. To say he reached the top through pure luck would be to ignore his entrepreneurial skill. And to imagine that he's investing in the Tesla bot on a whim, without purpose, makes no sense at all. Visionaries like him often see beyond what most of us can comprehend. Currently, many people still see Tesla solely as an electric car manufacturer, but that's changing. The company is increasingly moving toward becoming a technology company, and eventually, a robotics company. And the reason for this has a name: Optimus. Musk has already stated that this robot could become Tesla's most valuable product, surpassing all others combined. According to him, nothing will come close to the impact of Optimus. It will be the biggest product ever created, far bigger than any other to date. If this actually happens, and if the robot achieves the promised level of intelligence and usefulness, Tesla could easily become the most valuable company on the planet. But there's an important point. No matter how ambitious the project, consumers are the ones who decide Optimus's success or failure. If the robot isn't truly functional and intelligent, it will only cost $20,000 for an expensive toy with legs, and no one will pay for that. On the other hand, if Optimus is capable of performing useful everyday tasks, if it's efficient, reliable, and truly intelligent, it will become a true game changer. Imagine paying $20,000 once and never having to hire a store clerk, a nanny, a tutor, or a cleaner again. In this scenario, the robot is no longer an expense. It's an investment that pays for itself and generates returns. Musk believes this so much that he's already stated that in the future, every one of the 8 billion people on the planet will want their own Optimus, maybe even more than one. But what makes Elon Musk claim that Optimus has a real brain? We're not talking about a biological brain like a human's, of course. What he means is that the robot has an incredibly advanced data processing system, capable of interpreting and responding to its environment extremely efficiently. Instead of relying solely on direct commands, the robot will be able to recognize gestures, facial expressions, or context. Pointing to the floor might be enough to tell it to clean, or rubbing its belly might indicate it's time to prepare food. This contextual intelligence goes far beyond simple automation. It's environmental awareness. Musk describes Optimus as a personal companion that cleans the house, tends the garden, walks the dog, teaches children, babysits, and can even operate in factories producing goods and services. It can, for example, pick up a shirt, fold it, put it away, and quickly learn new task patterns. Similar to the human brain, Optimus will also need data to evolve. It will learn through experience, accumulating knowledge over time. The great advantage is that it won't need years to do this, nor will it forget what it's learned. For example, when cooking a recipe for the first time, the robot will already be able to memorize the entire process and repeat it perfectly the next time without needing to redo the steps. This learning power is what makes the Tesla bot so valuable. Musk has already revealed that the robot will be able to learn simply by watching videos of humans performing tasks. This is only possible thanks to Tesla's cutting-edge artificial intelligence, which combines deep learning and machine learning. This way, Optimus will be able to adapt and optimize its actions, much like a human. This capability offers a huge competitive advantage. Users won't need to train the robot from scratch. Many have said they would only consider purchasing an Optimus if it came ready to use, and didn't require training. After all, training a robot can be tiring and unfeasible for most people. Of course, the smarter a robot is, the more likely it is to replace human jobs. As we've discussed elsewhere, Optimus's impact will be twofold. Yes, it will eliminate some jobs, but it will also create new opportunities. This is the future we're heading toward. But above all, the main point is clear. Elon Musk has made it quite clear that the Tesla Optimus will be nothing like the rebellious robots we've seen in movies like Robot or The Terminator. Instead, the project was designed to be a friendly and useful assistant in people's daily lives, performing household tasks efficiently and safely. You may have seen Optimus walking with some difficulty, a bit clumsy, and thought it was a sign of weakness. But as we've explained in previous articles, this type of movement isn't a flaw. It's a deliberate characteristic. Thanks to its lower center of gravity and advanced sensor system, the robot was designed to maintain balance even on uneven terrain or in tight spaces. It's also worth mentioning that Elon Musk himself recently revealed an update to the locomotion system that significantly improved Optimus's walking posture. He now walks with straighter legs and much more stability compared to late last year. That slightly unsteady gait that generated so many jokes online, comparisons to politicians or drunk people, is becoming a thing of the past. And most surprisingly, the improved gait reveals something even more important: increased intelligence. It may seem strange to think that better walking means smarter, but in Optimus's case it makes perfect sense. Each step the robot takes is decided in real time by a neural network, Optimus's artificial brain, that analyzes the environment and adjusts its movements accordingly. On a smooth surface, it walks upright. On a slope or uneven ground, it flexes its legs more to maintain balance, just like a human would. This dynamic adaptation demonstrates the power of artificial intelligence that Tesla is applying to the project. Optimus doesn't follow a single walking pattern. It changes its movement depending on the terrain, something that goes far beyond what traditional automation systems are capable of. This is one of the reasons this robot is beginning to be taken seriously by the technology community. And if you think the most impressive thing is just the legs, think again. From an electromechanical engineering perspective, Optimus's hands represent almost half the development effort. Musk even commented that about 50% of the project's engineering is focused on them alone. This is because much of human intelligence manifests itself through the hands, in detailed tasks, in gestures, in precision. If the robot actually sells for around $20,000, it's safe to say the hands alone would cost close to $9,000. So if you ever get an Optimus, take good care of its hands. Repairing them can be expensive. Reproducing the complexity of a human hand, with its joints, tendons, nerves, and fine control, is one of the greatest challenges in robotics. But Tesla has achieved something remarkable. The company surprised the industry by creating a robotic hand with 22 degrees of freedom, a first. For comparison, the human hand has 27 degrees of freedom, allowing us to do everything: grip, squeeze, type, tie shoelaces, construct buildings. It's with our hands that we shape the world around us. With this in mind, Tesla engineers dedicated themselves to making Optimus's hands as similar to our own as possible. For a humanoid robot to truly perform human tasks, the bar is set very high. Therefore, Optimus's new arm was redesigned and now has twice as many joints, 22 instead of 11. Initially, the team tried to place all the actuators, the robot's mechanical muscles, inside the hand itself. But this created another problem: oversized, disproportionate hands, which not only looked awkward, but also limited functionality. The clever solution was to move some of these actuators to the forearm, keeping the hand lighter, more compact, and more natural. And there's another fascinating detail. Our fingers aren't the same length by chance. This difference between them is what gives us precision and dexterity to manipulate objects with agility. If they were all the same size, we'd lose much of our fine control. Tesla engineers understood this and applied this principle to the construction of Optimus's hands, ensuring more natural and effective movements. Let's take the pinky finger as an example. Although it's the smallest of the fingers, it plays a crucial role in grip strength and fine motor coordination. Losing this finger significantly reduces the ability to manipulate delicate objects. Tesla clearly understood this importance and demonstrated it by designing Optimus's hand with exceptional care, striving to replicate the precision and functionality of real human hands. In fact, manual dexterity is greater when fingers vary in length. There's a reason we have a smaller pinky. It's not a coincidence that it's the size it is. This difference allows for more refined movements. That's why Optimus's hand is one of the few robotic hands with 5 fingers of different lengths, just like a human's. This special design allows the robot to perform tasks that require extreme precision, such as holding eggs, serving drinks, and, in the future, even more complex manipulations. It's interesting to note that Tesla tends to follow a different path than most. While competitors focus on making robots faster, capable of running, jumping, and even performing acrobatics that often seem exaggerated, Tesla focuses its efforts on Optimus's hands. Research indicates that the ability to grasp and manipulate objects depends heavily on brain-hand coordination. For example, when someone plays the piano, the brain controls each finger to match the rhythm and keys, a process that requires a very high level of information processing. Optimus's new generation of hands will have 22 degrees of freedom, meaning he could even play the piano in the future. It's truly impressive. The hand isn't just the organ that performs actions. It also helps respond to the environment, learning, and honing skills with each movement. Large-scale production of the Tesla bot is scheduled to begin later this year at Tesla's Fremont factory. Each unit takes about 1 hour and 45 minutes to manufacture. Elon Musk has revealed that, with the available component supply, Tesla could produce up to 10,000 to 12,000 Optimus robots by 2025, but he acknowledges that this is quite optimistic. The most realistic plan, he says, is to reach around 5,000 units. To reach 12,000 robots in a year, Tesla would need to assemble an Optimus every 44 minutes, an impressive pace, especially when compared to current humanoid robot production lines. It's unclear whether Trump's 145% tariffs on Chinese goods will slow the process, but Tesla is counting on its U.S. bases to keep pace. While Musk often makes a lot of noise about electric vehicle production, he's been more cautious about the Optimus. Producing 5,000 units at this stage is a reasonable goal. For a company like Tesla, which is a benchmark in mass production, it may seem small, but the reality is that manufacturing something completely new is never simple. Creating a suitable assembly line for Optimus, the fact that many components are still assembled manually, and the need to hire specialized professionals are significant challenges. Therefore, Tesla continues to actively recruit for positions related to the robot. Furthermore, there are still supply chain hurdles, assembly difficulties, rigorous testing, and technology fine-tuning, far more complex than most people realize. While Tesla has mastered mass production electric vehicles, transforming the Optimus into a mass-market product will be a new and challenging path. But developing a humanoid robot is a completely different matter. It requires extreme precision, extensive testing and constant adjustments, and a great deal of patience. Tesla has mastered artificial intelligence applied to the real world. What they learned from electric cars is being transferred to the Optimus robot. Furthermore, the company leverages its expertise in electric motors, batteries, power electronics, and structural design. Another crucial aspect is Tesla's manufacturing capabilities, which truly set it apart. Optimus's progress has been impressive. In just over 2 years, it has already gone through 3 generations of the robot. Generation 3 is scheduled for release next year, once the current version's production line is stable. This will be the most sophisticated version available for purchase, and its price could be significantly higher than previous models. If it costs $60,000 but can perform all the tasks you need, would you pay without hesitation? We think it would be amazing to even interact with Tesla Bot on a daily basis. And the best part is, you wouldn't have to worry about being overly formal or careful. You could simply tell it a story and see how it reacts. And it doesn't stop there. Imagine if this robot could remind you to take your medication on time, or alert you to appointments you often forget. It could also help seniors familiarize themselves with technology, offering simple and easy guidance on using devices like smartphones and tablets. For children, Optimus could become a fun educational resource, teaching basic skills through games and puzzles, promoting learning in a natural and interactive way. Thanks to its fluid communication capabilities, Tesla Bot not only supports seniors and children in using technology, but can also enhance their communication and learning skills. Optimus has enormous untapped potential, and we still have a lot to discover about what it can do. What do you think about the Tesla Bot's value? If it's truly useful, would you be willing to invest in it? Thanks for watching our video. If you want to stay up to date with more exciting news about the Tesla Bot or Tesla's electric vehicles, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.